Hi Taurus, this is your February reading. I'm wearing the hat again. I haven't worn my hat on the channel, I realised, I think it's been over a year, but when I started off the channel 3 years ago, I was wearing this hat quite a lot on the channel, but I don't know if any of those videos are on the channel anymore, and that's why I've got a hat on my logo. But anyway, none of you probably know what my logo is, so it doesn't really matter. So anyway, let's go into a lovely reading for February. Let's see what is coming up for us, Taurus. If you've got Taurus anywhere in your chart, you may resonate. Healing. Okay, so something really healing for you. It could have been something to do with desire or desire that you had, and you're healing from a situation in February, and it's quite magical how it's all happening. There's definitely some healing going on here for Taurus in February, because you've even got the healing card here, healing family issues. So Gilbert, what's wrong, darling? I think he's looking in the mirror and he can see himself. He thinks it's another dog. It's you, darling. Oh, bless him. Okay, so there's some kinds of issues here from your caregivers as a child that may have impacted your relationships or your habits, like your patterns in relationships, maybe like the sort of people you're attracted to. So there's kind of healing going on in terms of old karmic patterns here for Taurus, and maybe making some really big breakthroughs, you know, which is great, because then you don't have to repeat the patterns, the types of people you've normally been attracted to anymore. And perhaps the types of people you're going to be attracted to in relationships, or maybe even the types of habits that you've got and the things that you do, you know, could be changing quite considerably in February. Okay, so if there's a habit or a pattern in relationships, or even like an obsession or addiction you've got that you've been wanting to sort of change, that could be, you know, you could be making a major breakthrough basically with that in February. Let's have a look a bit deeper for you. So you've got here the Page of Cups. So starting off February, very excited, you know, enthusiastic about your path. You don't really know probably exactly how it's all going to go, because you're right at the beginning of something here. But you feel very enthusiastic and excited about it. And it could be a new relationship. But it could be also something new to do with the physical world. So it could be a new job. It could be a new part of your life purpose. It could be a new home. It could be a new start in your health, a fresh start of some kind, okay? But it's something very positive for you that's going to make you very happy. You're going to feel very excited in February, very pleased. Now, there is some disappointments that you've gone through that are showing up in this Four of Cups. You know, certain things that perhaps didn't go so well last year, or even maybe in January. But in February, you're going to be offered something new. I mean, there's no doubt about it, because that is the Ace of Cups in the Page's hands, and it's the Ace of Cups that's being given to this person here. So, and this one indicates new. So there is a golden opportunity here, basically, for a fresh start in February for anyone with Taurus in their chart. And it's not based on illusion. This is going to be based on something that really does make you happy, and it's something that's healthy as well. So if it's a new job or a new interest, it's going to be something that's good for you, healthy. If it's a relationship, it's going to be something healthy. If it's a home, it's going to be safe. You know, it's that kind of energy. There's no addictive energy here or obsessive energy. This is authentic and real. Okay, and you've got the two healing cards here. You're breaking karmic patterns. And I know I say it all the time, but when we break karmic patterns, that's a really difficult thing to do. And that's why people, you know, you observe friends and family just repeating over the same, people have the same arguments and the same problems again and again and again, because our karmic patterns are really hard to break. So, you know, be pleased with yourself here in February, Taurus, because you're going to be really experiencing a change. And just as I say that, that Tower card just flipped over, right? Now, I know a lot of people get a bit worried when they see the Tower card, but, you know, I don't, because I think if something's not authentic, I think it should go. I mean, let's get rid of it. You know, if it's not real, what is the point in having it there in our lives? Because it's, you know, we've basically built a tower that wasn't in alignment based on karma, patterns, beliefs and thoughts that we had from our childhood, and now it's breaking down in February, so you can actually rebuild your life, you know, and have a brand new start in something that's going to be so much better. Like I said, it could be a much better relationship for you here coming in, or a much better opportunity of some kind that you've been wanting. Now, interestingly, somebody connected to you who's got the King of Cups. Now, this can mean two things, right? This can mean somebody does want to offer you love in February, and it's somebody who would also be emotionally supportive. You know, this is not just a sort of lust type of relationship that we all know about. No, this is something real, and it's lining up with the Ace of Pentacles. It's something real. You're emotionally connecting as well as physically. You've got both aspects there. Now, King of Cups can also represent our spirit guides and being protected. So whoever you're coming into contact with in February, whoever's coming into your life here, or maybe is already around you and you're connecting more closely and it's like a fresh start together, you know, this person is being brought to you by spirit, and there is a level of protection and safety here as well. Your spirit guides are overseeing this connection. It could, for some of you, like I said, it could be somebody that's helping you with your health because of this card here, which can indicate good, you know, beginning of good health. Money, like I said, an opportunity to do with money, but it's going to be emotionally fulfilling as well. Let's see what your person's thinking. Okay, this person is definitely going to be brought to you by spirit. They're in your life because spirit's brought them, you know. Now, obviously, spirit's in control of everything anyway. But this isn't like spirit bringing you someone to test you and make you learn all the painful lessons. No, I feel like all of that is healing because of those two healing cards we had at the beginning. This is somebody that is very, very much spiritually aligned. They see signs about you everywhere. They know when they meet you, they know that they're in your life for a reason because there's a spiritual connection. So even if this is to do with your health or where you live or life purpose, this person, there's a connection between the two of you that's more, you know. It's just let's pick a last card from your spirit guides. This is like an advice card from spirit. Okay, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and they can cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So that card, you know, now that could also relate to somebody else in your life. I just want to say that. But it is for you. There is so much healing going on here in February. And, you know, that's going to help you massively so that you don't repeat the same pattern with something in your life. So that something in your life in February is going to finally, you know, come forth. You're going to attract something here that is much more emotionally fulfilling and satisfying. And I do feel for a lot of you, this is going to be a new relationship. Okay, so, you know, that's the message, Taurus. It's very nice. It's the end of old patterns, the beginning of something new that is going to be emotionally satisfying for you, spiritually connected. It's going to be very good news. It's going to keep growing. It's a fresh start, really. So keep doing everything you're doing at the moment with your healing, you know, and recognising the patterns that you're breaking. I think this is where you're being led, basically, you know, and then you're rewarded for what you've done. So that's it, Taurus. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving the video a thumbs up. If you want to book in, do contact me. Okay, you can email me. You can message my Facebook page, Awakening Tarot. And I do the 60-minute reading, a 40-minute reading, and I also do a 10-minute voice note reading, which is a bit more affordable option if you would like that. Peace.